I swear.
All right, welcome to Team Call. I don't know why I did that. Team Call, October 11th. And we are going to talk all night, or not all night, but we're going to talk tonight about Coach Sneak Peeks and how important they are. And maybe not necessarily how important Coach Sneak Peeks are, but how important it is to talk about the coaching opportunity, however you choose to do this. And I know, I've had some talks with Leah this week about sort of having a Coach Sneak Peek and how we wanted to do it. Now, I guess what I sort of want to go into a little bit is how these have changed through the years. And like I said, it doesn't really matter how you talk about it, as long as you do talk about it and as long as you consistently invite to it, because that's the core of our business. And if you're here to, gain some traction, grow a team, increase your income, you really want to going to do that by adding coaches to your network. So I've been a coach for 6.5 years, and this has looked a little bit different throughout my coaching journey. But one thing that I consistently did, I don't know, at least the first 2 years of my business, is I held Coach Sneak Peeks. And as I said, this has changed, through the years a little bit. There were Facebook groups where you would do, 5 days and each day introduce a new topic. There's been 3-day groups, 1-day groups. We've tried Zoom, meetings to sort of introduce the coaching opportunity. And for a long time, it was just me. It was just me presenting all by myself about what I was doing and how excited I was to do it. And some of my coaches that are still with me to this day were in those sneak peeks that asked questions. So I think no matter how you do it, whatever way you do it, that it works for you, it's really important to talk about the opportunity and to show people this opportunity that we have to have your products paid for, bring people along to increase your accountability, add extra money into your bank account every month to pay for your car payment, to pay for your family's vacation. I think sometimes we get so stuck on, earning millions of dollars, but, $200, $500, $1,000 can make a huge difference in somebody's life. So we have to share that with our challengers and people that we're talking to and people that we want to do this with. So do you have anything else you want to add for right now, Leah?
I was going to say, so I came into Beachbody twice. It started with another coach and she never talked about coaching. And she told me it was only a hobby for her. It was a hobby business. She was a hobby coach. And I didn't stay with her. And whether you're a hobby coach or you want to earn $1 million, it doesn't serve you, because you're going to be here. We're here because we love this stuff. It's changed our life and we're never going back to what we were before. So we're going to be here for the long term. So why not just treat it like a business? Whether you 10x it or you just 1x it, that's fine. But talk about it, because it's a real opportunity for people.
Yeah. I love that. You don't know what somebody's dealing with, right? We don't know when we're sending an invite to someone and saying, hey, do you want to join us for this workout? We don't know what's on the other side of that. And if you haven't watched the National Wake Up Call from this week, that was one of the messages that I love the most, is that she was saying that she shared this invitation of a workout with her friend. She had no clue what the friend was experiencing, and it saved her from whatever she was going through in her life. We can't make the decision whether or not to invite somebody to this opportunity. And we can't make the decision of whether or not they're wanting to build an income or wanting to, get some extra income coming into their household every month. We don't know what people are dealing with. So we have to just share it. We have to share it openly. We have to share it in our challenge groups. We have to tell our customers, hey, your Shakeology is shipping in a week. Would you like to save 25? I mean, it used to be a little bit different when we didn't have the PC option, but still you can check your back office and see subscriptions that are coming up and say, hey, I see your Shakeology's coming out. Would you like to find out more about this business opportunity so that you can help get these products paid for, or, change to a coach and get the discount on these products. We have to share that. And that's part of being here and doing that and helping other people and not making that decision for them. So, that's always a great message. We just don't know who needs this. And right now with, I just went to the grocery store. Prices are so freaking high, like we're going into a recession. Bob Heelick talks about this all the time. People are looking for ways to make money and not have to leave their homes. So to sit on this opportunity and not share it is selfish. We should share this with people because this is something that can really help their lives. So we wanted to do this call leading up to, we're having a coach sneak peek on Thursday. So it's in a Facebook group. We should put the link maybe in Fit and Fierce, or we'll put the link in Fit and Fierce. Feel free to join. We'd love help to run the sneak peek. How I've been doing that in the most recent years and months is I don't have the most success bringing coaches in from a sneak peek, but what I love about having a coach sneak peek is sharing with the team and sort of rallying around one another, sharing your stories, sharing what brought us to this place, because we all have such different stories, but we're all here. We're all here for the same reason, because we love this community. We love this opportunity, and we want to share it with others. Brooke, that's fine. You can go live at night if you want to. There's no, that's the nice, or in the morning, you can go live with your workout. But what was I going to say? Oh, so I love like that community rallying around, having a sneak peek and cheering each other on, hearing each other's stories, because oftentimes we don't know what brought one another to this wonderful team that we're here for. And it's great to hear each other's stories and just sort of like build community that way. So that's why I love sneak peeks. And obviously if people are in there to learn about it, that's wonderful too. But I think it's just a great way to sort of bond as a team. So Leah posted the group in there. So make sure you're in it, invite your people, let us know if you want to participate. You can, I would love for you to go live, because I really feel like that helps grow you, especially if you're nervous about it. But you can certainly do a picture and drop your, your story. We would all love that. We would all love live with Brooke and Sean. But however you feel comfortable and however you want to share your story, we would love to have you in there to share your story, bring your people, and yeah, just add into the fun, because you just don't know who is going to be impacted by your story.
Yeah, so I feel like a sneak peek is basically just talking about what we do. So we'll go in there, we'll go live, we'll post transformations. I love having two people post. They can do it before and after. It can just be a mental transformation, but I love hearing people, seeing people, and oh my gosh, seeing posts like that and alive. It's nice to have, people can have a variety when they're coming. And then we'll just break it up between whoever's hosting all the different things, like talk about our virtual gym in the morning and how much that means to us. I mean, that's what's kept me here. There is a huge group of us that virtual gym is a huge part of this. So you going live in the morning like that, Brooke, I think is awesome. And no, not many people are going to jump on the live, but they'll get notified of it at 5 a.m. They'll probably watch it from their bed, whatever time they wake up. And it's going to be your happy, smiling, endorphin-filled self talking about our virtual gym. And I love to go in there and just talk about the 4 vitals and how one of the first and foremost important thing that this company wants us to do is take care of us. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. And I love talking about that. So touching on the basics of what we do and the tools that we're given, like that checklist and all the tools that they give us, all the sample workouts that we get to share. are some things that I like to talk about, just so that people can have an idea. I mean, they know what we do from what they see, but on the backside, it's kind of giving them like an inside picture. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing terrifying, but also just getting to know people. Like hopping on a Zoom like this, helps them get to know our group and get to know the vibe.
Well, and I think it's so awesome in a coach sneak peek to showcase, like, we're not saying Leah has to be there at 8 a.m. And if she's not there at 8 a.m., she's blacklisted. Like you show up to a coach sneak peek as you would show up to your coaching business, whenever the hell it works for you. And I think it's really important to say that when you're in that group, to say, hey, I'm here at 5:30 a.m. because this is when it works for me, because I'm a busy teacher and I balance this with everything else that's going on in my life. So I think it's fitting to showcase that. Like, this isn't like you show up as a coach when I tell you to show up. It's when it's right for you, because this is your own business. And I don't know, Leah, we didn't really go any further. I thought it was a great idea to have like a Zoom later that evening in case people had any questions, to sort of wrap it all up. We could totally do that, or even do that like maybe like a lunchtime on Friday or something, and see how that goes. I don't know.
I've been telling people that I was going to do that a happy hour at 8:30 on Thursday
Oh,
night.
perfect. All right, let's do it.
Yes, for the peeps. Thanks.
So yeah, so this was kind of a fun combination. When I first, the sneak peek that I went to that got me to join Megan's team was scheduled out. And it was like, there's an 11 o'clock, there's a 1 o'clock live, there's an 11 o'clock live. I'm going to go to that. And Gabby spoke, and it's just so funny. So, and then they've transitioned into, lately we just do these happy hour calls, and that's been great too. So this is going to be like a fun combination of the two, and hopefully, but you can do it and run it any way you want if you're not going to participate with us. But the key is to run one. I was just going to do a side note. Like Brooke Anderson used to say, this keeps me running them, that one person might show up, or no one would show up. But that's how it is for a while. And the compound effect will it will build. I think talking about coaching often is what will lead you up to be able to invite more comfortably. I like to drop breadcrumbs in stories, a post about like a throwback Thursday from a trip we went on. Those are my favorites to share because trips were my love language. That's like one of the things that I really wanted to be able to participate in. But like it doesn't have to be a big, long story. It can be very simple. A boomerang of our team call in your stories, a video of our virtual gym in the morning and how we show up for each other. But just getting comfortable talking about coaching, what we do, helping others live healthy, fulfilling lives, and just getting comfortable with that language, I think is a big first step leading up to a sneak peek. Side note.
And you're going to be nervous at first. It's like, I wish I could find my old coach sneak peek groups. I know like there was fumbling through words and not knowing. And I remember like, I always wanted to like get those bullet points that we would talk about. Like, what does a coach do? How do you earn money? Like all those specific headlines that we had. And, I can't even tell you how nerve-wracking it was when nobody was there on the receiving end of the live, and then when people were there, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? This is crazy.
Somebody's watching. There's 2 people watching. Who are they?
You gotta just keep doing it, and the more that you keep doing it, the more confident you'll feel talking about it, and then you can hopefully be talking about it in your stories every day, breadcrumbing something about how coaching has impacted your life, and because it's helped us all. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
So I wanted to throw out something. You mentioned, like a couple $100 a week, whatever, to cover like groceries and stuff. So when I started coaching, I like wasn't really interested in the money. Oh no, my dog's going crazy. But really quick. So both my husband and I have good corporate jobs. Like, like we weren't like, that wasn't really a motivation. But now that we're getting closer to like retirement age, retirement planning, like putting it into the calculator of like retirement income, like even a few $100s a month makes a huge difference. So I better go figure out what's happening here. But I just want to throw that out there for like inviting people to coaching that maybe you don't necessarily think like need the money, but it may like actually have a huge impact on their life. Like if we get to retire early, like that's major. So
Yeah.
she's excited. Yeah. So that's all.
I love that, Amy. I love your
Thank you,
house too.
Amy.
Well,
That was
it's funny. I'm sure Angelina would be fine with me sharing this with you guys. And if not, she's not here anyway. No, I'm just kidding. But I was talking to her about coaching and like finding her why. And she's sort of like similar to what Amy was saying, like money is not a huge motivating factor. But she said something to me about like having to choose between, because she travels a lot, right? Like Angelina takes all the trips. And she was saying that she couldn't dye her hair or something for that trip. And I was like, well, how about that? How about your goal is to take all the trips, but also have your hair dyed whenever the F you want to, right? Like that could be your goal for coaching, to make sure you have that money in the bank to get your hair dyed whenever you want. Like you don't know what somebody's motivating factor is, but like she lit up and she was like, oh yeah, like that makes a lot of sense. Like sometimes you just have to like sort of throw out ideas about what money could help with potentially, and how that could relieve somebody, even just filling up their car or going to the grocery store,
Absolutely. So what else was I going to mention about? So we talked, finding the right person to invite. So for a long time, I was like, anyone who says yes is the right person. Anyone who says they want to coach, they're the one. And I had this little epiphany during personal development, which is one of the 4 vital behaviors, and I love it. That it really needs to not just be anyone. It needs to be someone specific, someone who relates to me in my way of life and motherhood, my way of enjoying a healthy lifestyle, and someone that appreciates that. And so, someone that does share on social media, somebody that does have a social media account that's active, not as active as me necessarily, but just, they've posted within the last 6 months. Just a woman probably similar to age in me. Like the reality is whenever we show up on social media, we're going to speak to other people just like ourselves. And so instead of just blanket inviting, I really want to try to be a little more heartfelt about it and use my heart set and my soul set, to try to find the right people that can help change all the lives with me, because I really want to build an army. I want to build a Leah army full of other unicorn Leahs, and we're going to change the world. And so it's just a thought when it comes to inviting and finding the right people. You want to create that avatar. You want to create that person that you're speaking to, and intentionally invite, just like we do to the health and fitness part of it. We want to use that same concept when we're inviting to the coaching side of things, the coaching opportunity. Trying to think of another step in this process, Melissa, outside of, I drop a post often, and I'm going to spend that, like I'm spending this whole, I started yesterday, and I'm spending these like 3 or 4 days. I'm devoted to coaching and talking about coaching in my stories, posting about coaching, creating a coaching reel each day. And the majority of my, I try to make the majority of my invites to this coaching opportunity. But I also coach really kind of, I'm invite on the fly through my stories. So, if it doesn't fit to invite them to coaching, I'm obviously not just going to invite them to that. I'm going to talk to them about wherever we're at. So, yeah.
I was going to say something. First of all, a Leah army would be awesome. Like I can't even handle that. I was gonna say something else as well, and now I can't remember, but I'm sure it'll come to me. Now I'm gonna obsess over it though. I think going live, like I'm gonna go live in my challenge group tomorrow, and just, you know, I think the more that people hear that this is an opportunity that they can consider, you know, I know something that like holds newer coaches back sometimes is like realizing how many times you have to invite people, but you have to invite people like 100 million times. Like you don't stop. Inviting never stops. And I always laugh when I'm talking to my newer coaches because they'll be like, oh, well, I invited that person already. And I'm like, yeah, do it again. Like you have, like, even when you enroll someone, oftentimes they fall off and you have to invite them back again to another program. Like you have to keep inviting them. So keep inviting them, keep telling your challengers that this is an opportunity to earn an income and increase your personal growth and go on trips and hang with the kids who prioritize their health and wellness. So just consistently invite over and over again and let people know that this is here, because you just don't know when they're going to say, all right, this is for me, or that it's time for me to do this, or this is something that I need or something that I want, because we never know what someone's going through behind the scenes. We just don't.
I thought Brittany was never gonna join me. I annoyed her
Yeah.
so much. I was like, she's gonna be like, I'm running that way. And sure enough, look at her on this call right now. So
She's
don't stop.
Yes, because I have the most ridiculous life, but no, it's amazing. And she stuck with me and she still sticks with me, even though I'm like, I'd have 10 minutes on a month from next Wednesday to do some, like I'm painting shelves right now at 9:30 at night or whatever time it is.
That's how it works. It's progress. And the
Brittany,
progress-
clearly you should have joined me. You sound like you live my life.
It's a bit insane, but you know, never its own moment. It's good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, it's so funny. The lady that bought the bike from me like 2 weeks ago, I just was blowing her up. She never responded to me. I think it was like 2 years. And then one day she's like, Melissa, thank you so much for always checking in with me. I think I'm ready to buy a bike. And I was like, okay, let's freaking do this. Like the people that are going to come to you and say, I'm ready, are the people that you've invited 1,000 times. They're not the people that just have seen your posts. They have been exposed to this so many times. So you have to keep talking to people. You have to keep at least trying to talk to people, even if they don't talk to you back.
That's exactly right.
Back, I would respond.
We always
You're
respond.
nice. Some people just don't.
Okay, hi, I joined. I'm in the car.
Hi, Carrie.
So
Hi, Carrie.
funny. Hi. I'm in a chat with Gabby and some other people trying to reach Diamond by the end of the year anyway. And it's coaching and I guess that's the theme of the week is start getting coaches. Like, let's go. And I was just sent them a message that we are doing a free week this week, and I have 2 people that are in it, like working out and doing it, and one person that's still chatting about the free week with me. And all 3 of those have been no's since I've started. They're like the first 3 people that I invited over and over, and now they're like in it. And so me as a new coach, I hated the no's. Like y'all doing power hours and stuff with y'all, I've got so many no's. But starting this week, they're the ones who messaged me like, hey, you're actually still doing this, and you still message me about it. And I saw the free week. Yeah, I want to do it. Like, I want to see what it's all about. And so, yeah, so it's hitting me that, and I just told them, I said, I'm trying to look at it as the no's that we've been getting are going to be our brightest diamonds underneath this.
Yes,
So-
yes.
So that's what, the more no's we get, maybe the brighter of the diamonds that we'll have. underneath us. So keep getting those, keep inviting. That is my thing here. So yeah.
I
Awesome.
love that.
Thank you, Carrie. Go team. But yeah, I mean, leading up like once a month was my goal, and I only missed September, I think, because of the sales, and I probably could have done a sneak peek. And I think we had talked about it, Melissa, but neither one of us took off with it. So it didn't happen.
September.
So, and the thing with, as I
You're out of
said,
your mind.
the
I know,
thing with,
September.
the sneak peeks that sort of get in my head about it is like, it's not the best way for me to bring people. I've never really, maybe a handful of people have come on that way, but I have to focus on what does it add? And what it adds is that community aspect for me. So I have to focus on the importance of sharing the opportunity, even if it's just with the one person, and that community building and the confidence building of your coaches talking about the opportunity. So there are, you know, just like with anything in this business, there are wins. We have to look for the wins and not focus on the lack. And if you've not read The Gap and the Gain, you have to read The Gap and the Gain. It's the best book. So I was in The Gap about coach sneak peeks, and the gain is all those things that I just mentioned. So no matter, you know, even if it doesn't bring coaches to me, it has so many benefits other than that. So make sure that you're doing them often and talking about coaching all the time so that you can. And I love talking about coaching in stories too, because then it's such a great quick invite. If somebody's watched that story, like, hey, thanks for watching my story. Have you ever thought about doing this for yourself? Or have you ever thought about doing what I do? As a coach, you know, it's a great, I love invites from stories. They're like the easiest way to invite and sort of get over that fear of inviting. And the more that you talk about things in your stories, the more that you share, you know, your heart, the more it will help your business.
And get your PCs in there. Yes, Brooke joined from Sneak Peek. Get your PCs in there, or your challengers who've been with Beachbody forever. You know, those people make great, because if nothing else, you're getting to know each other better. Like you said, Melissa, like,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what I want for my team. I mean, we need to be friends. We need to get to know each other before we can work together, you know? So
Yeah, I know that like Laura and I, there's been some months that we've had them, and like, we're like in tears at the end of it, just hearing all the stories. And it's amazing. It's an amazing way to get to know each other better and sort of just like rally around each other for that event.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm pumped about this one, actually. Brittany's here, first of all, that's exciting. But I've got a couple of PCs that are going to join, and yeah, it's great. I love it. Every month it gets better and better.
Does anyone have any questions about the sneak peek or about anything like that?
Oh, we forgot to mention, sorry.
No, go.
But what I love about Melissa's plan for the following week is that what we're hoping to run is this coaching sneak peek this week, and then a coach boot camp next week. So new coaches, old coaches, PCs can all jump into this fun boot camp, and it'll be like tiptoeing through the water for a bit, so that you can decide if it's right for you. Do you want to 10x it? Do you like the tiptoeing for now? You can decide kind of where you are with it. And I've never done that before. And so I'm real excited about that.
Yeah, so hopefully that's a draw for people to say, these people are going to train me, and there's a plan, and there's a way for me to actually, you know, put myself out there and make this happen for myself. Or hoping.
Yeah, no, that's what we're going to do. I mean,
Yeah.
and the reality is we've never presented it that way. And sometimes it's hard for people, like for us, we're so used to seeing, okay, a new coach call. Okay, watch this Emerald call. Well, not everybody is super self-starter like that. You know, sometimes these fun week-long boot camp type situations. I mean, that's what helped me go diamond, was a diamond diamond. I don't know, to push to diamond or something, but it was just so great to have it all laid out there, like you said, in a plan.
Yeah.
So there's a proper guide, some proper training that's going to be super dedicated to this small group of people, because it will be. And that's a good thing.
And all action focused, these are the steps that you have to take, and here's a way to hold yourself accountable. And it's up to the people if they want to have that accountability, right? And
Yeah.
really do this.
Yeah. And if nothing else, like I said, like even tiptoeing around with it is perfect. Watch the lives, rewatch the videos.
Yeah.
You're going to
And we talked about like having a goal for the coach boot camp by the end of the week, them becoming an emerald.
Yeah.
And then
Yes,
maybe
yes, and
even having some sort of a diamond push for the end of the year.
Yes. Oh, that would be so fun. So ideally we'll back to back these weeks and roll on, see how it goes, but I'm pumped about it. I mean, I know what I do every week, and I host 2 calls a week. So that seems like a lot, and that is a lot. That's a lot for me to do. And so doing more every week of every year of every month, or every month of every year, is not possible. But for this push week, for this boot camp, I'm in every day. I'm going to show up whenever I show up. I'm going to show up in that group, and it's going to be great. I can't wait. And it's going to be so helpful.
Yeah.
Stop.
Awesome. Yeah. Any other questions?
Oh, yay. Amy's in for sneak peek. Brooke's in for sneak peek.
Woo!
Yay. Just let us know. I'm going to, maybe when I post this recording in Fit and Fierce, like drop it under there and we can add you to the thread. And as I said, super simple, go live, share your heart, grow, push yourself, add your peeps.
Yeah.
Any questions?
From here, I would just go and try to get 2 people to come, like try to invite 2 people, like, and it doesn't have to be someone you don't know. It doesn't, I mean, it can be a friend that maybe they said they didn't want to do this yet, but well, sure, just come. Like, we're all going to be sharing. I'm helping host this. I would love your support. Like, just find 2 people that want to come and listen in. No strings attached.
I just posted the group again. I'm going to post it in Fit and Fierce. And oh, here, Carrie just joined. Yay, Carrie. Snaps for Carrie.
Yeah, sorry, I had to stop. I stopped at the barn for a second. But I'm back. I missed a lot, but so my question was, I saw that the link, so I went and joined. But everything's happening Thursday, or are we starting? Sorry if you have to repeat yourself, but
Everything's happening Thursday.
okay.
Starting at 5 a.m. with Brooke Harris and Brooke and Sean Harris.
Okay.
Morning Accountability by Brooke and Sean.
Yeah.
Fon's in the background going, do I hear my name?
We are talking
You're
about
going
you.
live with me. It's Regis and Brookie.
So yeah, so I will be out of town, but I will either make a video at some point and post, or I'll definitely do a post, like multiple posts to keep connecting. But so y'all just tell me what you want me to post about. I'll do something. I gotta start doing posts and videos and me talking, and I hate hearing myself, so but I'm gonna do it.
Oh, I used to hate the sound of my voice. Some people might still, but I love it now.
I don't know if I love my voice, but I definitely am used to it, especially when you're like trying to wait for captions to come up in your stories. I'm like, oh my God.
I know, and it
hear
goes
myself
over and
one more time.
I love your voice. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, cool. No, we'll add you to the chat, and then we can all talk about what we're going to mention on top of our story, what we love about coaching, et cetera, so that we try to cover multiple bases, and that's going to be a super fun day. Wow, I'm excited. It's going to be epic. This is
It's
a
gonna
really
be great.
okay.
All right, guys,
Okay.
thanks for coming. Let us know if you have questions. I'll post the recording and we will get everybody in where they're supposed to be if you'd like to help. And no matter what, talk about coaching, make your own sneak peek. Remember, even if you're alone and even if you're talking to no one, getting used to talking about the coaching opportunity is going to help you in the long run because you're going to feel more confident. Hi, sweetie. Let's everybody take your phones or take your faces. I want to see your face. And we can take a pic. There's Laura. I knew you were there, you sneaky little snook. Rachel. And Angelina's really not there, or else she would have come running when she heard me talking about her hair dye.
Yeah.
Okay, Rachel. Oh, there she is. Yay. Rachel,
Hey,
snap.
look at you guys. You guys look great. I can't believe you didn't have your screens on.
Did you take it?
No, I took a video. Now I'll take a picture.
Okay. Like a boom?
Oh, a boomerang. Hang on. I got to open Instagram for that. Whew. Okay.
You can take a live photo and make it a boomerang in your stories.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I always mess up and do that. And I'm like, oh.
I know, but then
Did you do it?
I did already. You want to do it again? Hang on.
Yes, because I didn't know that you were doing it.
1, 2, 3. Cute.
The big
Yeah, I'm gonna
Great.
post a little bit.